So what I'm doing today is moving out the chicks. The older chickens that I had that was eating the eggs, I've gotten rid of most of them. We only kept 2. And I'm going to just take you guys closer to show you guys exactly what I'm doing. So we gave away the remainder of chickens. We have the baby ones now. They're quite big. So I'm going to be moving them over into that section. But before moving them over, I'm going to have to clean it out and then sterilize everything over there. Then I can move them across. So we save back 2, one Buffalo Pinton and a French Moran. So just let me take you guys in closer, show you exactly what's happening now. Here we have the Buffalo Pinton and that French Moran that I was telling you guys about. And that is that young rooster that we have there. That's the French Moran rooster. So I'm going to have them in this area right here, quite small. I'll figure out a way to put a nesting box in here for them. And then now, over on this side, we have those baby chicks. Let me just open up the door so that this chicken mesh don't block the view. So these are the baby chicks, quite big. I think we got a rooster in this batch, so I'm not worried about the rooster over on that side with the bad leg, because I think I'm seeing a rooster in this batch. This one right here is looking like a rooster to me so far, so maybe I'm in luck. Over in this side, here's where I had the larger chick and it was getting wet. So what is happening is the roofing that I'm using, this is plastic sheeting. So it's a plastic sheet, it's not metal. I use it to keep the chickens cooler in the summertime. So if I had metal on a low coop like this, the chickens would be overeating during the summer months. So this plastic sheeting right here, it works well for the animal. We got this at Home Depot, and trust me, we have been using this for maybe about 8 years now, and it hasn't crystallized or anything like that. But the problem that I'm facing right now, the top needs to be cleaned. So all these shrub that is growing on top here, wisp-like things, I'm going to have to remove it because it's causing a block up, and then the water is seeping down into the coop, and you don't want your chicken bedding to start get wet. So I'm going to have to solve this right now. So with cleaning out this chicken bedding, all this material, I'm going to put some of it in my composting bin, and some of it will be going into a few beds that has nothing in them. So I also can put this with in the sweet potato bed because it won't burn the sweet potatoes. But with chicken manure, you want to be careful. It's not as bad as people make it to be, or it's not as bad as people talk about it. It's not that acidic. It's more of a hot compost, that's what I should say, not acidic. It's more of a hot compost, so it's not like the rabbit manure that is recommended to go on the plant or can go on the plant right away. It's not seen as a cool manure. So chicken manure fall in the hot or warm manure category. So you can hear this thing out. For me, I have a few beds. As I said, nothing is in them. And those beds are going to be my fall bed, because even though we're in summer now, start thinking fall, start thinking Christmas. So that's where you should be looking with your garden right now. Let me just move over now and clean these nesting boxes. And we have 2 eggs here. So the chickens, they are still giving eggs, and we haven't lost any eggs in about 3 weeks now, for the past 3 weeks. So these look like they're not eating the eggs, but we're still gonna take them away and not mix them with this new set that we have here. I think I'm gonna get a glove to clean the nesting boxes. So let me just get everything from out of these nesting boxes. And what I'm going to be using in the coop when I'm done, I'm going to be putting down some lime. So I'm gonna just run over to Home Depot. Home Depot is about 5 minutes from me. So I'm just gonna run over to Home Depot, get a bag of lime and spread it in the coop and also in the run, because I won't have any chicken in the run for another maybe month. To the size of these, I could put them in the run, but I want them to get used to this area so that whenever I let them in the run, when nighttime comes, they'll go back into the coop and nest or roost. So I went and got a bag of lime, just a regular garden lime or agricultural lime, AG lime, and that's what I'm going to be using in the chicken coop. You don't want to use any other type of lime other than garden lime or agricultural lime, I should say, in your chicken coop, because you don't want to burn them. This lime that I'm using, it's just crushed limestone, but this is not in the powder form. I think this is pelleted. Yeah, this is pelleted lime, so it's kind of grainy, but that will do the job same way, because what you want the lime to do, well, it helps to disinfect the chicken coop, but also if you should have mites and lice in your chicken coop, it sucks the water out of them and kill them. So it helps with sterilizing the chicken coop and also getting rid of pests from out of the chicken coop. So it's not just good for the garden alone, it can be used around your animals. This is the sweet potato patch, and here is where I'm putting down some of this chicken manure. Not say chicken manure because there's not a lot of manure in this. This is mostly the pine shaving. They just sleep at nights in the coop. During the daytime they're in the run. So this for the chicken coop, I just have to clean it like twice a year, sometimes 3 times a year, but that's really it for them. I'm just going to sprinkle some of this lime into the chicken coop. Don't have any measurement or anything like that. I'm just going to ensure that I get some lime down everywhere. Should have used a mask or something, but that's okay. And this is just crushed limestone. That's all there is to it. Also, another good way to use this lime, other than in the garden, if you have pets and you're having issues with lice, ticks, or flea, you can spread this in your yard. This will help to get rid of them from out of the yard. So sometimes you have like possums or those things coming through the yard, other wild animals coming through your yard at night, and that will cause those type of pests to get into your yard and start affecting the animal. So if you have a dog and it's an outdoor dog most of the time, you can throw down some lime. It will help. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to screw this part up right here too. So now that we have our lime down, I'm going to start putting in my fine shaving, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean the top of the coop so that the water doesn't settle and inside get wet again. So this is how we have it, and this bedding is going to be about 4 to 6 inch bedding that I'll be having in this coop. So I'm going to come in with a next bag of this after I spread this all the way down. It's all set and everything is looking good again. So how I know that this is 6 inches, I didn't go ahead and use a ruler. The entire perimeter border, that's 8 inches. So whenever I put in the pine shaving inside, I always put it so that it is almost level with the border. By the time this should fall, everything will be down to about 6 to 5 inches, and that's how I know I have a 6 or a 5-inch bedding within my chicken coop, so I don't come inside every time I'm changing out and use a ruler. I just use the perimeter board as point of reference. So looking beautiful. All done now, and we have all 11 chickens in this part of the coop. So I'm just going to leave them. They're in a bundle right now, a little group or a syndicate. As soon as they start to get used to this area, they'll start moving around, and within no time they'll be all over this coop area. So that's it for them. I'm just going to leave them now. I'm going to try to clean up the top of this coop, get all those weeds from off the top. And then this cloth that I have here, this is what I use to block the sun from the animals in the daytime, because it's real hot here this time of year. So you have to use something to keep the animals cool. I'm all done with the top of the coop, or that's what I say. I got off enough, so I hope it won't settle, the water won't settle on top anymore and cause the coop to get wet. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna go into my grow bags with some of this lime. So this isn't something that I would do normally, but because I have the remainder, I'm going to just put it in these grow bags. And if we still have leftovers, I'm going to go in the in-ground bed, because lime helps to balance your soil pH. I don't know if my soil pH needs to be balanced because I haven't done a soil test. And for container gardening, soil tests, in my opinion, this is my opinion, soil tests isn't necessary, because every single bag in this garden right here is going to have a different pH. It's not like the in-grown garden where it can be balanced out, because you have that energy flowing through the earth at all times, so it balances things. For these bags, they are just individual bags, and that's all they're going to be as long as they're like this. So what I'm going to do, just going to put down some lime and just hope for the best, which lime won't hurt anything. So just putting down, and that will be it. So I won't have any waste. I've already gone ahead and put some of this lime. Should have used a mask, but I'm still not using a mask. Guess I'm now a Florida man. But I've gone ahead and I've put down some in the chicken run also, just to help if there's any form of pest, which the chicken didn't have any disease or any lice on them, anything like that. So it's just a preventative. And the last time I used lime was back in, I think it was 2020 or 2019, a little bit before COVID. That was the last time I bought a bag of lime. That time a bag of lime was for about $3. This morning when I ran over to Home Depot, the bag of lime was for almost $7. So we'll see how inflation works. I'm also going to be using some of this lime in the rabbit area and also where I have the birds, because it kills lice, ticks, all those things. So I'm just going to be using it in the entire garden, not just in the grow bags. This is a good amount of lime that I have here, and I'm just going through. So I'm going into the greenhouse now to get some down in there. So I can just sprinkle it all over too. So this is just using of lime on the homestead or in the garden. So it's not just for soil pH, it helps to get rid of certain insects, ticks, lice, flea, all those things. This will get rid of them from your little homestead. If you're just a gardener, maybe you don't need to do this, but if you have animals, you can go ahead and do what you see I'm doing here. Just sprinkle the lime, and It's just rock, it's just lime dust, but these are the pebbles, so we have some grains in it. But once you get it down, it will dissolve, it will seep into your soil, and it will get rid of most of those lice, ticks, anything like that that may be lingering around the homestead or your garden. So this is really how I'm using up this lime. So it's not a matter of balancing out soil pH, because you can't say you're balancing your soil pH without doing a soil test, or you shouldn't be balancing out soil pH unless you know exactly what is the pH of your soil. So we'll see a lot of people on the internet telling you that they're putting down lime to balance out soil pH, but still they're not doing a soil test before or after. So most time it is just my belief that it's for content creation. That's all there is to it from most people. And if you're going to be handling lime, ensure that you use a glove, eye protection, and also a mask. Don't do like what you see CountryMarro is doing here. I'm just a bad example. So let me just get it down in a few more of these bags. And guys, look at these beans again. Not sure how much the camera is showing it because it's a bit away, a distance. But the beans are coming in beautifully. And I'm just gonna finish sprinkling lime all over. There's nothing for me to show you guys anymore sprinkling lime. It's just sprinkling lime right now throughout the garden. But there are many benefits of putting down lime within your garden or around your homestead, so you guys can check it out. I'm not super knowledgeable where I can be fluent on it just to come and give you guys all the ins and outs about it, but it's good, take it from me. So that's going to be it from CountryMarro. God bless you all, see you in the next one. Happy gardening and cheers.